Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 3, which is a weekly challenge that is hosted by Amy with Crafty Cat. And what she does is she pulls out two prompts every Monday, and you're to make ephemera to represent those prompts, and it can be any kind of ephemera you want. She is kind of based this one on Christmas, but it can be adapted. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas. For example, the first 2 weeks I did do Christmas themed kind of tags and pockets, but last week I did something kind of generic. Last week's prompts were a dog and fabric, and so I made this little library card with a library pocket, and I put the dog on the front, and then my fabric is on the actual card. So you can adapt this to Christmas. You can do it for Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate, you can do like I did, and just maybe do more of a winter theme, or even, just a general theme that you can use down the road in a journal. So I am making all my ephemera, although it may be different, I want it to fit in this box. And this is just a Tim Holtz box that looks like a little drawer, and it's got dividers in it, and so nothing that I make is going to be over the width of this drawer, which I think is 3.5. Yeah, it's about 3.5 inches wide, so nothing I make will be over that width. So for today, the prompts that she drew out on Monday were cookies and peace. So we're going to work on those and see what we can come up with. So I'm going to move my little box out of the way here. Now for cookie, what I always think of when it comes to Christmas is gingerbread men, or either decorated sugar cookies. And so I have cut this little gingerbread die out of one of the big Tim Holtz dies, the big thick ones, because I had picked it up at a thrift store for about $5 a couple years ago. And it makes really cute little tags for you to hang on your package. And so that's what I'm going to make today. And I'm going to put this white cardstock on the back of it. And actually it's cream color. On the back of it, so you could, do your to and from, or if you wanted to put it in a journal, you could journal on the back of it. I have not glued it together because I want to use these little green brads as his little buttons that go down the front. So I think we'll do that first so we can get him glued together. And this is just some faux coffee dyed paper that I had in my scrap. It was like just a half a piece, so I thought it'd be good to use for this. Let me find my pokey tool so I can poke some holes in here for these brads. And like I said, I'm just going to make these kind of look like his little buttons that you would put on here, with the icing or chocolate chips, or whatever you guys do to decorate your gingerbread cookies. And I have these little green brads that I don't ever use for anything, so I thought they're green, they'll be cute. So I'm going to use those for the buttons. And we're just going to decorate us a gingerbread man right up here. And hopefully he'll come out pretty cute. So I hope everybody is having a great Friday. We're getting a couple of showers. We have thankfully, so far, knock on wood, escaped all of the extreme heat where I am. So although it's warm and humid, it is not miserable. Now I'm going to take a piece of masking tape and put on the back of those brads just so I can create kind of a smoother surface when I glue the back on. So when you write, it won't be so, it'll still have bumps, of course, but maybe if I put some tape on it, it won't poke through. And alright, so he has his buttons. So now, and we're going to put his little icing decorations on. And this is part of the die as well. I just cut it out of a different color. I used just a, white cardstock. So we're going to cut that so we can put it on his little arms and legs. Actually, I'm just going to put some glue on there and then I'll trim it after. I'll use art glitter on that, art glitter glue, so that we get a nice thin line. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing down here at his feet. Now, of course, the decorating possibilities on this is endless. You can make these male or female, or a male and a female, or, whatever. You can get as elaborate as you want to. When I use them for tags, I buy packages, I create both boys and girls, or male and female, however you want to put it, so that I can, put the, whoever the present may be for, whether it's a girl or boy, I have both. You could even make them look like, if you had like a child or a grandchild that played sports, you could make them look like the sports. Or if you wanted to do them for co-workers, you could make them, look like whatever kind of job you have. Say if you were, a nurse or fireman or whatever, that would also be cute. Okay, now I have two little dots that are just like the dots out of the, I hope I have two little dots. I had two little dots. I may have to punch another one. Dots out of your hole punch. my other ones disappeared somewhere, so I'll have to poke one real quick here. See if I can find a piece of white. Oh, there might be some in my, I emptied, nope, none in there. I emptied one of them to get the thing out. Just make another one real quick. Alright, so these are going to be his eyes. So, I'm going to figure out about where I want his eyes. Hope that's about even. I'm going to hold it up to me just a minute so I can get them kind of straight. Don't want him to be all wonky-eyed. Okay, and then I'm wondering, can I take a piece of that and make his mouth? I tried to, before I started the video, make his mouth with like a gel pen, and it doesn't want to write on this at all. Try on the back. I mean, you can't see it. See if I can do it with that. You can't see it with that. This is the Stabilo All. You can kind of see it with that. Let's do what? I've got a red Stabilo All. See what that would look like. We could give him a red mouth. I don't really want to do that though. I really want it to be white. Alright. While I'm thinking, I'm gonna ink around the edges. We're gonna have a grungy little guy. Maybe I should just cut it out of cardstock. Okay. Now let's go ahead, while I'm still debating, and glue his, I should have waited till I glued him together before I inked, did all that inking, huh? Oops. You could use glue stick for this if you wanted to. I just didn't feel like worrying about getting the edges and all that kind of stuff. Plus it won't curl if you use art glitter glue on it, like it would if you used glue stick. Crunch him up a little. He's looking a little pale. He's looking a little underdone on the back side. Now, do I want to give him some funky hair? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's tackle mouth. Do I have a little piece of cardstock nearby? Don't need much. Alright, let's see if I can manage to just cut a little mouth. It's alright, but it needs to have a little better angle. I wonder if I took my circle punch, not this one, this one, and cut part of a circle. Oh, that might work. We'll give him a big old smile. Yeah, let's do that. Ink it up a little bit. Okay, I have a little bow tie that I made out of just a scrap piece of ticking that I'm going to glue on there. All I did was kind of cut out the bow tie shape, and then I tied a string around it to kind of pinch it together in the middle. And I'll cut those strings off here. Once I get that placed. Okay, so now he has a bow tie. Now I'm going to punch a hole right here in the top with my crocodile on the little hole. And I'm going to put a little grommet in so it becomes a tag. And I have a white one. And then I have this little tag that is from a scrapbook kit. It was kind of a Victorian Charles Dickens kind of kit, but it just says Noel. And I'm going to hang that, and I'm going to hang this 5 cents tag, and I'm going to hang this little peppermint candy from his arm right there. And I'm just going to poke a hole and then put a ball pin in. There's my other dot. Told you it was there somewhere. I have 2 more grommets. I'm almost wishing I had used that for eyes. Okay, so let's get my little bitty hole punch. I can see where I'm punching here. And then get a bulb pin. Oh, I need to punch this too. All right. So we can put this on. Then we can put our, did I put that on backwards? Yes. I'm going to put this first. This first. I think I'm going to tie this shorter. Cut that off a little bit. Actually, I don't think it was tied at all. Did I put it backwards? Yes. Yes, you did. Why am I not surprised? I gotta put that closer to the edge, I think, because it keeps wanting to flip the wrong way. Okay. So there we go. There's our little gingerbread guy. I don't know that I'm happy with that mouth, but it is what it is now. What would be cute is to have two little pink maybe put two little pink like cheeky circles there. Help break it up a little bit. Oh, and I'm going to put this in the top for the tag part, so you can hang it on your package or in your journal or however, whatever you want to do. And this is just a piece of sari silk. All right, so there is our first prompt. I'm going to outline his eyes and his mouth a little bit. I don't know that that's going to help. I think at this point, this mouth is horrendous. He kind of looks spooky, doesn't he? Alright, I'm going to have to fix it, guys. But I'm going to go on to the other one, and then at the end of the video, you will see a picture of what it looks like after I fix it, because I can't take that. Trial and error, guys, trial and error. Okay, for the other prompt, which is peace, I had a piece of scrapbook paper, Christmas scrap, and I used the Tim Holtz file folder die, and I cut out a file folder. So I'm going to file folder. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say today. I'm going to ink it up. So that looks like that. And then I have some German book text that I'm going to put right here. So let's put that down first. And I just realized the piece that I'm missing for this. We'll have to grab it real quick. And then I have this piece, which is from my collection of Victorian scrapbook stuff that I got at the antique store. And it's a lion and a little girl. I've been waiting to use this particular cutout for a while, and I think this is a good one to use it. And I'm going to put her right there. It looks like this was an ad for some kind of medication that was supposed to be good for colds and sore throat. Ooh, cod liver oil. It has cod liver oil in it. And this was already fussy cut. It wasn't the total card. Some of the pieces that I got, the person that had the scrapbook had fussy cut, and some of them, they're just whole cards. So, really just, I guess, depending on what kind of mood she was in as to what she did with them in her book. Alright, and then I have this little rub-on that says Peace on Earth, and I want to put it right here, but I want to put it on a tag first so that it will stand out. So I'm going to look and see if I can find a tag, a blank one. Whoops, slinging stuff everywhere. To put that on, I need a long, skinny one. Oh, not long enough. I think it'll go on this one. There's a black one too. I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, let me trim that real quick. And I believe those rub-ons are from the Tim Holtz Christmas rub-ons, the postage ones. They look like this. I got these last year, so they're probably still available. Okay, let's ink that up. And then we will put our rub-on on here. Take our little popsicle stick. Just rub it. I don't know if you guys have used Tim's rub-ons before, but they are very good quality. Some of them you get just aren't worth a darn, but I like his, and I like 49 in Markets. I didn't get that on there. Good. If you get it on there good, this comes off without you even having to peel it. Alright, so I'm going to put Peace on Earth there. Preferably straight. Okay. And then for the inside, I have this die cut, which is also Tim Holtz. That is the world. I tried to find one that was like the Earth from space, and I couldn't find anything that I had that was like that. So this is the next best thing. And I'm just going to put it in here because it's a place that you can journal on the back of. You could even make it more like a tag if you wanted to. If you wanted to put like a little grommet in the top of it, you can make it a tag. So I'm just going to stick that down in there. And then I have this journaling card, which is also Tim Holtz, that has some music on it. And on the other side, it has some more music, and it has a real pretty looks like a juniper branch, and the colors kind of match. So I'm going to put that in there because I feel like that's wide enough that you could probably still write on it if you used a broader tip paper. So I'm just going to put this in here for a little journaling card. And then I'm going to take a tiny paper clip and just clip it closed. And that way when I go to put it in a journal, I can clip it on the page. And that way you can take the stuff out of it and journal on it or whatever you want to do. Okay. So there's that one. So there's our two little, it's our scary little gingerbread guy that I'm definitely going to fix. And our little girl with her lion with the Peace on Earth. So that's our two prompts for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me make my little horror gingerbread man there. He looks like he belongs more in some kind of horror picture than on a package for Christmas. But I will fix him, I promise. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will be back tomorrow for some general journaling. Until then, everybody have a great evening. Bye.